Hi, it's Grace Ellis again with your Grace Note for today. Today we're going to be looking at the Gospel of John, chapter 3. And in this chapter we have a man called Nicodemus. He came to Jesus when it was dark at night. He was a religious teacher, and he had some questions that he wanted to ask to Jesus, but he was a little fearful, I think, coming in the daytime, because maybe somebody might see him come. You might feel that way too. You might be curious about Jesus, but you might be afraid that somebody might see you or think you're strange wanting to know more about this Jesus. Well, I think that's how Nicodemus felt when he came. And he had a statement that he made. He said, you're a teacher. And he says, in verse 2, he says that no one could do the things that you're doing unless God was with him. But when he made that statement, you can almost hear the but at the end of the sentence. No one could do what you're doing, but. And I think that but really was, I know you're special, but what does that have to do with me? How does that affect me? What do I need to do that's different? I'm a teacher of the law, but I'm still lacking something. Why do I still feel the need to come to you? And Jesus gave the answer in the next verse to Nicodemus's question that he didn't even know how to form. He didn't know how even to put that question out there. And the answer that Jesus gave him was, in verse 3, most assuredly I say to you, unless one is born again, he cannot see the kingdom of God. That's a term we hear around, being born again. What does that mean? Well, I had an opportunity to speak to someone one day. I was at work. I'm an X-ray technician, and I needed to explain to this person a little bit about who Jesus was and who God was and what it was like to be connected to God. And as I was sitting there, I noticed the phone on the wall beside me. And I said, I feel like I'm like the phone on the wall. Before I was born again, I looked like a phone on the wall, totally complete, not lacking anything. But when I lifted the receiver, it wasn't connected to anything. Didn't connect to God, just looked okay from the outside. I was missing something. But when I became born again, when I became born of the Spirit, all of a sudden my receiver worked. I had a direct line to God. I became his sheep, and I could hear his voice. I looked no different on the outside. And I think this is what Nicodemus was needing. He knew he looked good on the outside. He was trying to do what was right, but there was something missing, and it was that link. He needed to be born again. And I just encourage you, if you need to be born again, you're going to know that. You're going to know in your spirit that you haven't linked up to God. And all you have to do is believe in Jesus. Say, Jesus, come into my life. I need you. Confess your sins. Say, I am so in trouble without you. Heal me, cleanse me, and purify me. And don't be surprised that you need to be born again. There's a little kid song that my children used to sing, and it's a wonderful, fun little song, and it's called Marvel Not, Ye Must Be Born Again. And I could sing it for you, but maybe I'd scare you if I did sing it for you, but it's marvel not, ye must be born again. Marvel not, ye must be born again. Marvel not, ye must be born again. I'm going to jump down, turn around, touch the ground, praise my Lord. Ha! Sound like a little kid, don't I? But I encourage you to. Don't marvel. Just take that step of faith. God bless you.